He was throwing several parties, or residents of his household were throwing several parties.
I was not throwing any parties at my house, nor am I involved in the hip-hop scene. I'm just, it's just typical. Do I look like I'm in the hip-hop scene? Oh, okay, don't look.
You've never been involved in any of these rap contests that he's referring to?
Here's your chance.
I wish I was, but I can't.
Here's your chance, Teddy. Here's your chance. National television, please.
I can't rap, and I never have.
Well.
He said you think you Eminem, but you're more like Vanilla Ice. How old are you, Nick?
18 years old.
Did you finish high school?
Yes, finished high school last June, Your Honor.
Were you a good student?
No, I wasn't. Most of the time I spent in high school, I was incarcerated, California Youth Authority.
Are you troubled?
Yes, I am.
Were you smart?
People have
Sound
told
like
me
you're
so,
smart.
Your Honor.
You sound like you're very smart. What
He's a-
evidence? He
he's a
said he
career
didn't do
criminal.
it. He said he didn't do it, and so far I believe him.
Okay, yeah.
That's about as credible as the police said they were too busy.
Don't talk yourself out
That
of
is
it
what
now.
they
I done
said.
told you I believe you now.
I do have some evidence, Your Honor.
Oh, good, because he got me conned so far. What? And I'm not
he is
easy
good
to
at that,
con,
I'll
but
do
he's
that.
good.
This
What
is a
evidence? You have
signed-
statements from the people that saw him or statements from people he bragged to?
Yeah, I have
That's
a
nothing.
signed confession by him admitting to stealing my computer. It's right
Oh,
here.
please. Nick, I know you're smarter than that. You signed the confession?
Obviously, that's a fraudulent piece of evidence, Your Honor.
You never signed this?
That is not
Okay,
true
this is
at
a very
all.
distinct
He definitely
signature,
did
too.
sign that. You could look at his
I
other
have a copy of
signatures,
my
I'm sure there's-
driver's license.
That's what I need to see.
I swear to God, that is not a forged piece of paper.
This is not his signature.
It's-
You look at him and compare.
I did not forge this, and I saw him sign.
You have another statement.
No, I just have the receipt to my computer.
First of all, time you saw your computer missing, what did you do?
I talked to my dad, and then we went down to the police station and filed the report.
You have the report today?
No, I don't have the report with me.
What did you say to the police?
I told him that people had heard about him stealing it because he admitted it to them. And
Hold it. You said the first thing you did was you went to the police station. Now you're telling me between the time you discovered your computer missing and the time you went to the police station, you had already talked to people.
yeah, I talked to people before, but I hadn't
Let's
talked to
go
him.
back over it again.
Okay.
One more time. After you discovered it missing,
Yeah.
who did you speak with?
I talked to my dad. I talked to some of our neighbors. I talked to my brother.
All right.
And
And what'd your brother tell you?
my brother was just in another room. He didn't see anything.
What'd the neighbors tell you?
They said they saw him leave with it.
They saw him walk out with it.
Yeah.
Your neighbors.
They would-
Why didn't you bring me a statement from them?
Yeah, I should.
Why didn't you?
Or the
'Cause I thought
eyewitness.
the-
Quiet, sir.
Because I thought
What?
the signed confession was enough, Your Honor.
That matches signature says not enough. You were wrong.
Well, look at some other signatures. He probably just, I mean, he is a career
I
criminal.
looked at
He
two,
looked-
sir. I looked at two different signatures which match each other, neither one of which matched that in any way. Did the police even talk with the eyewitness? Oh, no. You say the police said they're too busy, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got to wait till the police become unbusy.
The verdict when we return. And coming up,
You broke up the man proving it today.
I have, it's a signed confession,
And
Your
I'm
Honor.
telling you, it doesn't match.
What else
And
can
just
I do?
because a kid has a bad reputation in the past doesn't mean that every single thing that comes up missing in the neighborhood or in your house is a result of him. It's a thing called proving your case.
And I have a signed
With a
confession, and that's usually good enough to prove your case, Your Honor.
If it matches a signature, yes, it is. It doesn't match two of his signatures, so it's not ever good enough. When
He
the
just wrote a
signatures
different
don't
signature.
match, your case is
Look at-
dismissed.
no, look at some
Go
of
to
our-
your police and argue with them. Yours is dismissed too, sir. If people said you were a thief in the neighborhood, it's because you were. So your defamation is dismissed as well. You guys have a good day.
I had porn on my computer, but it was just regular porn. It wasn't anything I'm really embarrassed about.
Mr. Wood is playing games, out in the streets, disgracing my name, taking me to small claims, trying to break me for all of my change, setting it up with the frame, trying to get me into chains. But really, nothing ever changes when it comes to this plaintiff, because now he is just running those same tricks. He must be loony thinking that he can sue me and screw me. But really, listen to this, I'm truly not being fooled by any of this bull.
plaintiff Clarence McMorris Jr. and his fiancée April Deal claim after Clarence told the defendant that he didn't want to have children, she took fertility pills behind his back and got pregnant with twins. After the twins were born, Clarence says his ex did nothing for them, and he's suing her today for an unpaid car insurance fine. Defendant Martina Goodman insists the only reason Clarence is suing her is because he has a personal vendetta against her. Martina claims Clarence called child services and falsely accused her of abusing their children. So she's countersuing for pain and suffering and income tax money.
Start with you, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, in 1998, me and Ms. Goodman was involved with each other. I told her I was too young, I was in school, I wasn't ready for kids. And next thing you know, a month later, I see fertility pills on my stand. When the kids arrive, we have twins together, when the kids arrive,
If you were using protection, she could take all the fertility pills she wants and it wouldn't work.
I understand it, Your Honor, but at the same time, she told me she was on birth control. She just took
Ma'am?
it upon herself.
Yes.
Let me hear from you.
Your Honor, I had a set of twins at 18 years old. It runs in my family.
You would be one of the most sophisticated 18-year-olds I ever heard of to go out and have to get fertility pills
Yeah.
and even know to do that and even have the resourcefulness to do that. Your story's not making sense. Today you're suing about the car insurance though, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you were just giving me some background on the relationship. What happened with this car insurance?
As
you're
far as the
suing
car
for?
insurance, I went in July to check out for my card for my registration because me and Ms. Goodman had a car together. She had the car. It was in her name. I'm a co-signer. And when I went to go get a car for myself,
We went to go get a new registration for our car.
yes, and they told me that I couldn't get my registration because insurance had overlapped. And Ms. Goodman, she had always told me that she had insurance for the car because I've asked her.
So were you charged with that?
And I was charged, we both was
much?
charged $5,000.
Did you pay $5,000?
Not yet. Right now, I'm on a plan.
We've paid $1,200 of it.
So far, I'm on
Let
a,
me see what you have. Something indicating that you've been charged. Ma'am, what do you have to say about this insurance issue?
Your Honor, that is absolutely false. When we separated, I left him with the vehicle. We separated in June of 2001, and I moved in with my mother.
It's not true?
I have the documentation to prove that.
Hold on. What happened with the vehicle in June of 2001 when you left? When she left?
It was July 2001, Your Honor.
You were there?
Yes.
She was the woman
you
I
was
called him
already-
in the
you
house with
already
that
on the
evening.
Your
See.
Honor, we've been best friends since 14.
You broke up the man's family.
No, she couldn't be faithful to him, and that's why they broke up.
Your Honor,
Oh, you were already on the scene
Your
now.
Honor, we've been best friends since 14 years
Oh,
old.
you were just friends.
That's
yeah,
right.
we were just friends.
With benefits.
This is my
Gotcha.
best friend.
All right. Now, when you left or she left in July of 2001, what was the agreement on the car?
She had the car. I gave her the car because I can get a car.
All right. You
better
say
than
you
she
have
can.
evidence that you never took the car. You have
I
that?
don't have evidence to say that I did not take the car with me, but I have evidence to say where I picked the car up from when the car went into repossession. I have evidence to
What
say
date
that I
was
had
that?
insurance
What
on the
date
vehicle.
was that, ma'am? Did you pick the car up?
Let's see, in January 11, 2002, this is where I picked the car up from 1132.
2002. January 2002, you picked it up.
I picked the car
because he
from
had
his
allowed
mother's.
it to go into
He
repossession?
had allowed the car to
And
go
this-
into repossession. It had past due car notes. The car
So
getting
you've
fixed.
had the car since January 2002?
Yes, exactly.
What's the period of insurance that you're suing for?
It was from April 18th, 2001 to December 31st, 2002.
And as you can see, I have a car note here from 11/17/01 where it was $1,165.
But be that as it
also-
may, ma'am, who was to maintain the insurance on the car?
I have the coverage policy right here.
Let me see that,
I had
please.
nationwide insurance on the vehicle during the time that we were staying together. This is the.
Then you dropped
this
it
is
when
the-
you left? Is that what you're
Yes, and
saying?
I dropped it when I
And
left.
then when did you
Date prepared,
resume with
February 28th,
insurance?
2000.
You resumed when you picked your car back up?
I resumed insurance
you
with
have that?
Progressive.
Let me see that.
Progressive here, and here's the letter. Here's the letter. Here is the letter from Progressive. That is the letter from Progressive. That is a letter from Progressive declaring the car totaled on March 13th, 2003, where I got into a car accident. They paid the car off, and they sent that letter to the motor vehicles. I just bought a 1997 Cadillac SLS, and I have tags
What you
on
did,
it
Jan?
from Merlin, and I have not had a problem with getting tags in my name.
He's the only one with the problem.
Yes. But you know what,
'Cause he had to
Your
take care
Honor,
of his
this is
business.
not.
Ju-
Take care of some of his business like you just took care of yours. Sir, She has just provided me with all her insurance evidence.
Your Honor, I'm a witness that he was not driving that car, Your Honor. He was driving a Mazda Protege, and we have a purchase receipt.
As of the time they split up,
Right.
you were right there.
Yes.
I know you were.
Sure was.
I know you were eyewitness.
I sure
Ma'am,
was.
you say this is really about what?
Your Honor, this is about him having a personal vendetta against me. In March, I got into a car accident. I was disabled. I had torn muscle
Which you
tissue in my
told me
back.
you wasn't.
And I was unable to work. I was unable to
Wish
even
you was
take
getting
care of
around good.
myself. At that point, he had to step up and help me a little more.
I helped out.
At that point, he did that for about 3 months. After that 3-month period, we went back to our regular arrangement. Shortly after that, I took the kids on a trip
Your Honor,
to
I
West
had to
Virginia.
keep the kids because she
where
lost her job. She
where
couldn't,
he had
she couldn't
to
support the kids. I
Excuse
kept
me.
them. And she
CJ
didn't come over she didn't visit
Your
or
Honor.
nothing when I had the kids.
Your Honor, I took the kids to West Virginia for a week. He got upset about that claim. He didn't know who I was taking the kids to see.
Your Honor, I had to pick her up
I
from
was
West Virginia because she had no money to get back home.
Let's get to your counterclaim of $4,000 for pain and suffering and for income tax money.
Right. After I came back from that trip from West Virginia, I had received court papers in the mail that he was taking me for full custody of the
Your
kids.
Honor, she took
with
out-
every
Quiet,
other,
sir.
with every other week visitation. For no reason, this came out midair. I had no understanding where
And you
this
think
came
that's
from.
that's pain and suffering?
I'm not finished, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
He took matters into his own hand and decided to keep the children away from me. At that point, he would pick the kids up from school on Fridays. I would pick them up on Fridays. His week to pick the kids up on Friday, he did not return the children to me on my week when it was my turn to
Has
pick
the
up the
court
kids.
date come up?
Yes, we have a court order.
Did you bring all that up to them?
Yes, we have
Did they
brought all
grant
that-
you any pain and suffering?
No, but
Right.
my pain and suffering comes from the fees that I have incurred for attorneys
sure it comes-
fighting him in cases he had tried to say I
Ma'am,
abused
you
the
don't-
children.
you wanna go shopping
and-
at.
Ma'am, what I'm trying to explain to you is that these are all things that have already been heard by another judge who has determined the judgment.
My criminal cases have not been heard by
All of your
I
criminal
don't know
cases
anything
have
about a
been
criminal
heard. Have any
case.
criminal
All
cases?
you've
don't
talked
have
to
no
me
criminal
about is
cases.
custody, ma'am.
He has tried to accuse me of abusing the children. He had tried to say I abused the
Is
kids.
that
He had-
part of your counterclaim?
Yes, this is part of
Let
my
me see
counterclaim.
your
This is
police
paid-
reports.
I have a letter from CPS
No,
saying
I
the
mean
case
police
was
reports for your criminal complaints.
my criminal. Here's one.
remember, that's
malicious.
what you were talking
This
about,
was
criminal.
malicious destruction of property.
There you go.
Destruction of property.
Let's
This one
see
is
that.
where he
Your
said
Honor, that was thrown
that
out.
I,
It was thrown out of
obstructed
court,
his
Your Honor.
property.
Thrown out.
What was the result of this case?
The judge did not prosecute that case. He did not hear that
Dismissed?
case.
Right.
It was dismissed.
thrown
okay, they
dismissed.
threw it
I got to
Yeah,
throw it out
right.
too. So let's get to the income tax money that you're countersuing him for.
He claimed both the children on the taxes this
What
year.
years?
This is 2003, Your Honor.
And I had them
Okay.
majority the whole year.
Quiet. And you think he shouldn't because of what?
For the last 3 years, we were claiming 1 and 1. We have joint custody of the children. He is not by law able to claim both the kids on his taxes. And the judge told me I had to take him to small claims court to get my balance, which is $2,779.
All right.
What you did.
Sir, what do you have to say
What
about
I
that?
have to say-
You all been claiming 1 and 1?
Yes,
What caused you to change it in 2003?
because during that time frame, Your Honor, I kept them 9 months out of the 12 months that we have. She didn't contribute. I
that
kept
true?
them 9 months.
That is not true.
How often-
How
what-
could he possibly keep
How
the children?
often was it?
Every other week.
So it was
Your Honor,
50-50?
Your Honor,
She's lying, Your
Do
Honor.
you have any
We have a
evidence
letter,
to the,
yes.
Yes.
what
She
evidence
wrote-
do
we
you
have a letter
have that,
saying-
that you had them more than 50% of the time in 2003?
we have a letter that she wrote to the circuit court saying that I took care of them during her week
And paid majority of
and
the
paid
daycare.
some of the daycare.
That is
No.
false.
That is her
Okay.
handwriting.
That's
I
That's
read
her
it very
letter.
well, so
That's her
I'll
letter.
read it.
Thank you.
That's her letter.
I'll read it and I'll be back with my decision.
Judge Mathis will
Sir, you're suing your ex-girlfriend, the mother of your 2 children, for $5,000, alleging she owes you this money for an unpaid car insurance fine. Her counterclaim alleged that you should pay her $4,000 for pain and suffering and for a portion of the income tax because you claimed the children on your exemption with regard to the pain and suffering. She said that, yes, she had evidence that you had committed crimes against her. The evidence that she produced was a case that she admits was dismissed. So I'm dismissing that portion of her case. With regard to the tax money, I read throughout these letters you say she admits that you kept them longer. She proposed that you keep them more. And then she says in this letter, this situation of keeping the kids during the week continued for only several weeks. I will grant her a judgment of the tax monies that you claimed an exemption for. So, ma'am, your judgment is $2,779, and I will grant you a